Hello, you're watching ERi-TV and welcome to English News Broadcast. These are the top stories. 23 patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19 and tests carried out today. The Eritrean Community Festival in Italy conducted in the city of Bologna. The global COVID-19 cases and deaths toll continue to rise. And at least 64 people dead as fire ripped through Iraq hospital. The local news. We have an announcement from the Ministry of Health. 23 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 and tests carried out today at quarantine centers in the Ansaba, southern, northern Red Sea and central regions. Out of this, 8 patients are from quarantine centers in Keren 5 and Gallup 3 Ansaba region. 6 patients are from quarantine centers in Adriyah 3, San Afa 2 and Indagirgis 1 southern region. 5 patients are from quarantine centers in Massawa 4 and Abat 1 northern Red Sea region. 4 patients are from quarantine centers in Asmara central region. On the other hand, 64 patients will be receiving medical treatment in hospitals in the central 40, Gashbarka 18 and southern Red Sea 6 regions have fully recovered and are being discharged from these facilities. Sadly, though, a 60-year-old patient in the Ansaba region has passed away due to the pandemic. The total number of recovered patients to date has accordingly risen to 5,906, while the number of deaths has increased to 30. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has risen to 6,327. Ministry of Health, Asmara, July 13, 2021. The annual Eritrean Community Festival in Italy was conducted on July 10th in the city of Bologna, respecting the guidelines to control the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. According to the report from the Office of the Public and Community Affairs, the festival was attended by representatives of national organizations from 16 cities in Italy, while a number of nationals followed the event through the social media. In a video message he conveyed, Mr. Yamana Gabrao, head of the political affairs of the PFDJ, congratulated the nationals for conducting the festival by meeting in person, passing through the challenging time due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and expressed goodwill to upcoming festivals in other parts of Europe, stating that Eritrean community festivals are opportune forums in which nationals strengthen their attachment to their homeland. Mr. Fashadzian Petros, Eritrean ambassador to Italy, expressed appreciation to those that organized the occasion. The festival was highlighted with messages of solidarity, documentary films, and recitation of the past experiences of the Bologna festivals, as well as entertainment programs. Election of area administrators and managing directors were conducted in 8 administrative areas of Mogolo subzone. The objective of the elections that was conducted in the administrative areas of Abrom, Daga, Haberda, Arada, Segelet, Kafranko, at Merig, and Mogolo was to replace the outgoing area administrators and managing directors, as well as to provide timely and efficient administrative service to the public. The newly elected area administrators and managing directors expressed conviction to live up to the people's expectations. The Ministry of Agriculture branch and the Northern Red Sea region organized training to 28 staff members of the Ministry of Agriculture branch in the region, as well as for 6 subzones of the significance of statistics and timely information collection and dissemination. Mr. Abdullah Adris, Director General of Statistics and Cartography Information System of the Northern Red Sea region, said the training program that was conducted from June 21st to July 5 included information interpretation as well as research methodology and software application. Mr. Abdullah also called on the trainees to apply the training they obtained in the development of agricultural sector and transfer the knowledge to their colleagues. Stating the significance of the training and developing the agricultural sector in the region, Mr. Mikhail Takiye, Director General of the Agricultural Department, said similar training programs will be organized to other staff members in the ministry. Now back with the international news after a short break. Welcome back. The total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases globally surpassed 188.3 million today, with the death toll exceeding 4 million. And the number of recovered patients has exceeded 172 million. This is according to world meters. The World Health Organization's chief scientist advised against people mixing and matching COVID-19 vaccines from different manufacturers, calling it a dangerous trend since there was little data available about the health impact. India has reported more than 2,000 new COVID-19 deaths in the last 24 hours. Data from the Health Ministry shows as the country's top doctor's body warns of an imminent third wave of the pandemic. While deaths were high due to the central state of Madhya Pradesh revising its toll, the daily infections reported today were more than 32,900, the lowest in the nearly 4 months. At least 64 people have been killed today in a fire at the coronavirus isolation ward of a hospital in Iraq, the second such deadly blaze in the COVID-19 unit in the 3 months. This according to a state news agency. More than 100 people were also injured in the fire that broke out at the Al-Hussein Teaching Hospital in the southern city of Nasrallah. The blaze was brought under control by civil defense teams. A medical source with the Health Directorate said the main reason behind the fire was the explosion of oxygen tanks. The Haidar al-Zamili, the local health authorities spokesperson, said today that 52 bodies had been retrieved while 22 people had been hurt after the fire had ripped through the COVID-19 isolation ward. Japan said in its annual defense white paper that growing military tensions around Taiwan as well as economic and technological rivalry between China and the United States threaten peace and stability in East Asia as the region power balance shifts in Beijing's favor. The defense review, which was approved by Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga's government today, points to China as Japan's main national security concern. Beijing's recent uptick in military activity around Taiwan has Tokyo worried since the island lies close to the Okinawa chain at the western end of the Japanese archipelago. China officially launched this scientific research on the moon samples brought back by the Chang'e 5 mission last December. The first batch of some 17 grams of lunar soils was handed over to 13 research institutes. Studies of the soil will probe into subjects untouched by previous Soviet Union and U.S. researchers on the suitability of the Earth's space neighbor. Among the 85 applications from 23 organizations, 31 applications from the 13 institutes have been approved to do the research work, including the Chinese Academy of Sciences, China University of Geoscience, and Sun Yat-sen University. According to a senior government official, China is willing to share lunar samples and exploration data with institutions and sciences all over the world for scientific analysis. And a reminder of the top stories. 23 patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19 and tests carried out today. Eritrean Community Festival in Italy conducted in the city of Bologna. The global COVID-19 cases and deaths will continue to rise. And at least 64 people dead as fire ripped through Iraq hospital. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.